Am I live now? Because I cannot believe this. I have been going on for 3 freaking stories. Oh my gosh. Am I live now? This is crazy. I've been on for 30 minutes. I've covered 3 different stories. Wow, this is crazy. And my Streamlabs was showing your chat to me. Oh my gosh. Can you hear me now? Oh my gosh. I've been talking to myself for half an hour. This is crazy. Hi, Paint It Black. Hello, Linda. Hi, Sherry. Hello, Deborah. Hello, White Angel. Hello, Adventures with Beth. This is crazy. This is absolutely insane. Hello, Marianne. All right, well, let's go back to the beginning, I guess. Oh my goodness gracious, this is insanity. Oh. Okay, we're going to start here. Wow, this is crazy. This is so crazy. All right, what are we going to do? Nothing. I was wondering why you guys weren't reacting to the story because I could see your chat. All right. So a 47-year-old Louisiana woman filed a lawsuit alleging that she was sexually humiliated by the police when they performed a body cavity search on her without consent at an unmarked Baton Rouge police facility called the Brave Cave on the street. That Brave Cave was permanently closed 2 weeks after allegations of abuse came to light. On September 18th, Tanel Brown filed the lawsuit to the U.S. District Court claiming she was taken to that alleged torture warehouse, the Brave Cave, on June 10th after she was stopped by patrol officers while in the car with her husband. Her attorneys say the officers searched Brown's car without consent and that the officers claimed it was illegal to have 2 different prescription medications in the same pill container, according to the complaint. Mrs. Brown informed the officers a minimum of 4 times that she is in lawful possession of the pills as they have been prescribed to her. The lawsuit, which also names the city and police chief Murphy Paul Jr., states that her attorneys say the possession of the pills is not illegal. They claim that despite her pleas to the officers, she was forcibly taken to the Brave Cave, a purportedly unmarked facility where members of the police department's street crime units take suspects to interrogate them, gather intelligence, and attempt to flip them to begin cooperating with the Baton Rouge Police Department. According to this lawsuit, officers took Brown there because they suspected she might be involved in illegal drug activity and had to determine whether there was probable cause to arrest her. Brown's attorneys say she was held at the facility for over 2 hours, and during that time, at least 3 officers, 2 of whom are identified in the lawsuit as Troy Lawrence Jr. and Matthew Wallace, allegedly subjected her to a strip and body cavity search without her consent. She, Brown, allegedly was forced by the police that were there to spread her legs, to expose her private areas for inspection, and she had these areas examined using a flashlight, according to the lawsuit. She was eventually released from the facility without any charges. Following her release, she immediately tried to file a complaint in person at police headquarters, but was told that the officers had done nothing wrong and that this treatment was proper. Brown is the second person to have filed a lawsuit against the Baton Rouge Police Department and the city in recent weeks. In a separate lawsuit filed August 29th, Jeremy Lee, 21, alleged he was taken to that brave cave on January 9th and was beaten so badly by officers that the local jail refused to admit him until he was treated by a nearby hospital. He reportedly suffered multiple broken bones and other injuries and was never charged with a crime. The ordeal was captured on body camera footage. Like Brown's lawsuit, Lee's lawsuit names officers Lawrence Jr. and Wallace among the defendants. Both lawsuits allege that Lawrence Jr., the son of Baton Rouge Police Department Deputy Chief Troy Lawrence, had a history of complaints. Numerous incidents have involved Troy Lawrence Jr. needless, escalating ordinary encounters, strip searching black citizens, and responding to criticism with violence, Brown's attorney said in her lawsuit. Referring to Wallace's Brown filing, it alleges he has been investigated several times by internal affairs, including one recent incident involving a death in custody. According to Lee's filing, Lawrence Jr. resigned from the job in late August. The status of Wallace's employment is unclear. Police Chief Murphy Paul Jr. cited that Lawrence Jr. was arrested this week on suspicion of battery in a separate incident that allegedly took place while he was still on the police force. It's unclear if Lawrence Jr. has been formally charged or if he has an attorney to speak on his behalf. In response to the lawsuits, L. Jean McNeely, a spokesperson for the Baton Rouge Police Department, provided a statement saying, and I quote, "The Baton Rouge Police Department is committed to addressing these troubling accusations and has initiated administrative and criminal investigations. Chief Paul met with FBI officials and requested their assistance to ensure an independent review of these complaints. The narcotics processing facility has been permanently closed and the street crimes unit has been disbanded and reassigned." Okay, so that's kind of creepy. I also said there were some other things I said that you missed, that I have a busy week coming up. I have to get some legal things done this week. I've got a lot of stuff coming up that I've got to get to, so it's very stressful. And it's been raining for 2 days here with this storm. I'm thinking that the rain is also going to be for this week, so I went back to spinning inside, which I just signals winter for me. I don't like it. The plants are going to have to be coming in soon. What else did I say that you missed? Oh, and please go watch the video that I made today, if you haven't, about the woman that shot her husband because he wanted a divorce. And I don't think a lot of you have watched that. A lot of you didn't even know that it was put, all out today. Okay, so please check that out. Now, let's kind of finish. I had a lot of other good material, but that's all gotten lost, and it's just, I don't feel like doing it again. So, sorry. All right. Anyway, let's go to our next story. This is a horrific story from Evansville, Indiana. Okay, 3 people in Evansville, Indiana have been charged with child neglect after an infant under their care almost died after experiencing more than 50 rat bites. David Schoenbaum called the Evansville Police Department on September 13th after he discovered his 6-month-old son covered in blood in his bassinet. Police found what looked like rodent footprints in the blood in the bassinet. They also saw clutter, trash, and discarded food all over the room that appeared to have been partially eaten by rodents as well as rodent feces. Schoenbaum told the Evansville Police Department that he had been using Terminex to treat a rat and mice infestation in his home since March. The infant had more than 50 bites on his forehead, on his cheek, nose, thigh, foot, and toes. The child also had bites along his right elbow, right down to his hand, with his finger bones exposed. Oh my gosh. Arrest affidavits say that the baby's body temperature at the time was 93.5 degrees. 97.5 to 99.3 degrees is normal range for an infant. The baby later required a blood transfusion because of how much blood he lost. The baby was transported to a nearby hospital before he was flown to another hospital in Indianapolis. Evansville Police Department Sergeant Anna Gray said Friday that the child has since been released from the hospital. Evansville Police Department did not immediately issue any more comments about that. And David and his wife, Angela Schoenbaum, were living at the home with their 6-month-old son, as well as a 3-year-old and a 6-year-old. Angel's sister was there, Delania Thurman, her 2 kids, 2-year-old and a 5-year-old. And the Indiana Department of Child Services visited the Schoenbaum residence on September 5th, following 2 of the children telling their teachers on September 1st that mice bit their toes while they were sleeping. Thurman told the DCF worker that the marks on her child's toes were likely scrapes from the bed frame. The case manager then proceeded to go over a safety plan and scheduled another visit on September 14th. After the 6-month-old was taken to the hospital, police booked David and Angel Schoenbaum and Thurman at the Vanderburgh County Jail on Thursday on child neglect charges, with the Schoenbaum's bond set at $10,000 and Thurman set at $2,500. The only reason we even knew about this was because the dad woke up and the baby was covered in blood. That was our first involvement. We should have been involved. Someone should have picked up that phone and called us prior to that. DCFs previously looked into the home in 2022 after a claim was made that one of the kids was injured due to a lack of supervision. This resulted in a case manager visiting twice a week since April, with the last time being September 9th. A physical abuse claim was made against David Schoenbaum in June of 2023. Wow. Okay, we got to this. We were on the... Oh, I don't even know how far along we were on our true crime stuff. An Iowa man was arrested 20 hours after failing to appear in court the day he was found guilty of murdering his wife back in 2021. Sergeant Derek Shaw with the Ottumwa Police said that Gregory Showalter Sr., 63 years old, was found guilty on Friday of murder in the first degree, abuse of a corpse, willful injury causing a serious injury, and domestic abuse, assault, impeding air blood flow causing bloody injury. According to Sergeant Shaw, Showalter had posted bond and was out in the community while he was awaiting trial. On Showalter's failure to appear in court on Friday, Sergeant Shaw said his trial came and he was appearing throughout the week, and then on Friday, when they took their lunch break and the jury had come back with a verdict, he was supposed to come back after lunch and he never returned. Sergeant Shaw said that the police and other agencies then searched Showalter's residence, where they determined that he had fled into the wooded area behind his home in Ottumwa, Iowa. Several canines were able to track him for quite a distance before they lost his trail. After the judge canceled Showalter's bond and issued an arrest warrant for his failure to appeal on return of a jury verdict on all 4 counts, Sergeant Shaw said Ottumwa police followed up on Saturday at Showalter's residence. After getting consent to search the premises, officers located Showalter hiding inside. According to the Ottumwa Courier, Lieutenant Jason Bell told the outlet that authorities arrested Showalter at his home at about 9:45 a.m. on Saturday. The Iowa Department of Public Safety previously warned that Showalter was considered armed and dangerous. Sergeant Shaw confirmed that Showalter was charged with interference and on official acts in regards to his actions and booked into the Wapello County Jail. His sentencing hearing is scheduled for October 16th. Showalter turned himself in on August 3, 2021, for allegedly killing his 60-year-old wife, Helen Showalter, on July 31, 2021, at a job site on Pennsylvania Avenue in Ottumwa while they were in the process of divorcing after 40 years of marriage. According to the publication, Showalter dumped his wife's corpse into the Clifton River access of the Des Moines River, where her body was spotted by a civilian the day after her family reported her missing. Oh boy. Okay, and after that, let me just see where we were. We were somewhere. Where were we? Oh, I said, did you get, maybe I said it, please watch the video that I posted today about the woman that shot her husband, because I think a lot of you didn't know that it uploaded. Sorry if I said it again. Poor little boy, 11 years old, was killed due to a case of mistaken identity. The Froyland Villegas was killed after an Albuquerque Isotopes game on September 6th. An 11-year-old boy in New Mexico was killed due to a case of mistaken identity. On Thursday, authorities shed new light on the death of 11-year-old Froyland Villegas, who was killed after an Albuquerque Isotopes game on September 6th. The authorities said that Villegas was riding in a truck that someone had fired several shots at after the sporting event. The tragedy also left Villegas' cousin Tatiana critically injured. Harold Medina, chief of the Albuquerque Police Department, shared a photo of Villegas, and announced, with help from the public, investigators determined that this was a case of mistaken identity. Medina revealed that Jose Romero and Nathan Garley had been arrested in connection with the case. These individuals who were arrested were involved in a dispute with others at the Isotope Stadium. Hold on, I'm trying to get these other two. It is our belief that these cowards mixed up the two vehicles and shot into the wrong vehicle, taking the life of a young man. According to Medina, Garley had already been in custody when arrested in connection to Villegas' case. New Mexico State Police Chief Troy Weisler explained that during a traffic stop on September 13th, in which Garley had been returning to Arizona, authorities found approximately 100,000 fentanyl tablets in his vehicle. Very likely would have killed someone else if he had been allowed to do so. Reports at the time of Romero's arrest was that he was already wanted for failing to appear in court in connection with the alleged drug dealing. The incident caused New Mexico Governor Michelle Lujan Grisham to sign an executive order on September 7th declaring gun violence a public health emergency. On September 8th, she followed that declaration by announcing that she had issued a 30-day ban on the open and concealed carry of guns in Albuquerque and Bernalillo County. The public health order was updated on September 15th. Grisham announced that she would be removing the previous position around firearms and replacing it with a provision that temporarily suspends the carrying of firearms at parks and playgrounds in Albuquerque and Bernalillo County. On Friday afternoon, Medina announced a third suspect connected to the case has been arrested, and while the third suspect's identity was not released, Medina urged people to call 505-242-COPS or Crime Stoppers at 505-843-STOP with any additional details they may know about the case. Let's make sure they stay in jail and are held accountable for this tragedy, she said. Tatiana's mother, Beverly Villegas, created a GoFundMe account for her daughter, who she explained in the campaign's description is going to have extensive therapy as a result of the incident. Wow. We as her family are asking on behalf for any help that you can spare to help cover any living expenses that are incurred while she's recovering, the campaign description adds. Funds collected will be used for our family while we are out of work to help Tatiana with her recuperation and grief of our beloved Fräulein. As of this writing, the campaign has collected 415 donations and surpassed $30,000. Its $30,000 goal. Okay. Hang on, now we've got to go to Corey Richens. Okay. All right, now we're going to Corey Richens. Well, that explains, like, when I came back here, why, like, there was, like, nobody watching before because I wasn't live in here. That's great, and I was going on and on and on, going through all the stories. Okay. Never mind. All right, so let's go to our Corey Richens, okay? Okay, Corey Richens. Hold on a minute here. I'm on the wrong thing. Sorry, her brother speaks out on Good Morning America. Her brother DJ. So, sat down with Good Morning America on Friday to discuss his sister's charges. Now, several months after Corey, 33, was accused of murdering her husband of 9 years, Eric Richens, by lacing a Moscow mule with fentanyl in March of 2022. And I quote him saying, "We know Corey's innocent and all that's going to come out in court." And I think that's going to shock people. When I got the news that Eric had died, I broke down into tears. He was a good guy, but it's my sister. I know Eric. She didn't do this. DJ called his sister a good mom, said that he thought she and her husband were probably in the best place that they've ever been in at the time of his death. Richens has yet to enter a plea for her murder and drug charges. She shares 3 children with her late husband. DJ, her brother, additionally accused authorities of misadministration of Richens' medication in jail in what he called an effort to remove her from her jail cell in Summit County, Utah, to search him. 1 time's an accident, 2 times is incompetence, 6 times it looks like it's on purpose. His claim comes as prosecutors filed a 6-page letter into evidence earlier this month, alleging that Richens was engaging in witness tampering while behind bars. The letter was allegedly written to Richens' mother and instructs family to remind her brother, Ronnie Darden, to recall a conversation he had with her now deceased husband about a fentanyl habit. Fentanyl habit. The letter focuses on a conversation that took place while Eric and Darden were reportedly watching a Sunday football game together, as Richens allegedly wrote that her husband told her brother not to tell me because I would get mad, because I always said he just gets high every night and won't help take care of the kids. The letter adds that Darden could reword this however he needs to make his point, just include it all. The letter was recovered from Richens' cell by an officer, Jeremy Thomas, who wrote in the incident report that she gives her mother instructions to contact people involved in the case and what statements or testimony to give. Okay, let's see. A jailhouse call transcribed by prosecutors accused Corey of claiming the letter was only part of a fictional mystery book she's working on. These papers were not a letter to you guys. They were part of a freaking book, Richens allegedly said from her jail cell. Richens had previously written a children's book on dealing with a parent's sudden death. Her new letter reportedly violated 3 jailhouse rules, according to the incident report, which noted that the author was locked down pending discipline and issued a violation. Okay, 1 second here. Let me go over here. Okay. All right, now let's see. Hi, K-Rocks. Hi, everybody. Okay, that's more like it. All right, let me go back now. Two other things. I'm getting tired, though, really tired. It's been a very exhausting day. Okay, now, I don't know how many of you are, hold on 1 second. There was a, hold on 1 minute. Home explosion in New Jersey. A massive explosion took place in a New Jersey home on Friday night. It led to 5 people being taken by air ambulance services to nearby hospitals. The West Milford Police Department dispatch received multiple 911 calls around 9 p.m. Friday, reporting an explosion in the Banker Road area of Upper Greenwood Lake. Police responding at the scene confirmed a house was heavily damaged from an explosion. The West Milford Fire Department, the First Aid Squad, and the Atlantic ALS and others also responded. 5 people were taken to hospitals in the area, where a 6th individual is said to have refused further medical treatment. Keith Coster, a neighbor, told media on scene it was a vibration. It was a shock. It felt like it was going to push my house over. I'm like 3/4 of a mile down the road. I'm not even that close, and it felt like my house was going to fall over. Another neighbor, Cheryl Block, said, I thought it was my house that exploded. She's told the media that there was some speculation the incident might have been to a propane tank explosion. The home was sold last month after a foreclosure and was being renovated at the time of the incident. According to a report from the news, the house was a 1-story ranch that was recently sold and was leveled by the explosion. Neighbors said they've heard that the home was recently purchased by new owners who may have been doing construction or cleaning it out. The Patterson Fire Department, one of the many first responder units on the scene who helped rescue the occupants, shared photos of the wreckage on its Facebook page. In the photos which have since been removed, rescuers were shown in front of the house, which looked to be nearly flattened to the ground. Walls were ripped away, showing contents of various rooms of the house crushed. The Paterson Fire Department shared details of the delicate rescue operation on their social media. The last person who was rescued was heavily entrapped, approximately 10 feet into the structure. The team tunneled through the rubble towards the victim and used airbags. A 50-ton bottle jack and a Paratech hydrofusion is a type of a hydraulic lift to lift the structure off of the victim and remove the individual from the rubble. West Milford Mayor Michael Dale spoke out on Saturday morning, asking the community to pray for the victims and thanked the town's first responders for their unwavering dedication to our township in times of crisis. We have the very best, and we are very grateful for all they do, Dale said. Police say that the explosion remains under investigation by the West Milford Fire Marshal, West Milford Detective Bureau, and the State Fire Marshal's Office. Okay. Righty. Okay, I think we're going to go with that, and let's see this now. I don't know what I have. All right. Anyway, let's see what happened here. Got a little bit of Sister Wives news, okay, just a little bit. Just a little bit. You know that Christina's new boyfriend, right? And there was one thing where he looked like he was like 80, but then I saw him from a different angle, okay? Yeah. Okay, here you are. Alright, so let me tell you a little bit about what's going on with these two. Cody, during Sunday's episode, admitted to being embarrassed by how he acted during his big fight with Janelle, and he really hoped that the two of them can put this behind them and make amends. The episode saw Janelle and Cody meeting face-to-face for the first time since their explosive argument. The conversation was mostly civil, but not everything went to Cody's liking. The two have since announced the end of their decades-long marriage, awkwardly made small talk before getting into the nitty-gritty of all. This is so weird now. This is like, love needs to be multiplied and not divided. Now he's got one marriage left. Oh, Cody. Not that he was really doing anything with those other wives anyway. The only one he was interested in was Robin for some reason. That's, I don't know. Okay. Poor Janelle, I think she was just used as like a child breeder, an incubator, as well as Christine. Anyway. Cody, 54, admitted to being embarrassed by his behavior during the argument, acknowledging that the situation made it difficult for Janelle, 52, to have a safe way to talk to him. He even recognized how he's been transmitting his grief into anger following his separation from Christine. To Cody's shock, Janelle, who hasn't spoken to Cody in several weeks due to the fallout from the argument, revealed that she wanted to stay separated for now. And I quote her saying, "I'm really, really willing to do some counseling if we can find somebody. I just know that I need to be separated right now, you know? I mean, I still have a lot of affection for you. Yeah, maybe some counseling is a good idea." The two then went back and forth, disagreeing over the same issue of Cody not taking accountability for his continued estrangement from their adult children. Janelle has expressed uncertainty over whether they can even reconcile because of that, noting that she has vacillated between getting back together or never wanting to see him again. "Janelle's not in love with me," Cody then told the cameras. I think she thinks I'm hot. I've got nice pecs and I've got great six-pack abs, but that's all she's interested in." Oh my gosh. Oh, Cody, you're so freaking full of yourself with that freaking hair. Come on. Like a man-child. Ridiculous. But Janelle said separately that Cody is missing the boat. Yeah, he is. He really is. Since there's way more to marriage than just physical attraction. She also suggested they're currently in big danger. We are in big danger. Big, big danger. I don't know. Cody, I do not know how we can come back from this, Janelle said. I mean, do you really want to still have a plural family? Sometimes I can't tell. In a confessional, Janelle admitted, "I'm not really inclined to stay in this relationship with Cody. I don't feel like I'm getting what I deserve from him. Listen, I'm pretty independent. I don't need a lot from him. But when it comes down to where he does all of a sudden doesn't want to be a father to my kids because they disagree with him, that sort of changes the cost-benefit equation for me in this marriage. Because they don't agree with you, Cody. They're adults, Cody. Adults. They have minds of their own. They're not your little cult." Sorry. Cody then suggested to the cameras that if Janelle is only concerned about how I am at your place, then you are a monogamist. With that in mind, he added, "Stop trying to act like I did something wrong for 20 years. Back with Janelle, Cody said the pair need to figure out plural monogamy, since they're not living plural marriage, especially given the fact that Janelle and Robin, his last two relationships at this time, since his marriage to Mary has become more of a friendship, are not on speaking terms. Janelle said that while she's not 100% sure they can save their marriage, she agreed that a redefinition of their relationship is needed. "I'm not leaving. I'm not throwing in the towel," Janelle said. "I just need to be separate while we figure this out." Cody questioned the value of the separation. He wondered what Janelle wants going forward. "I don't get it. The punishment seems way beyond the crime. Maybe that's a wake-up call for me. Maybe she's not interested in this at all. Maybe she's got what she needed and she's moving on." Janelle then noted in a confessional that she's completely vulnerable financially if she leaves Cody, who then wondered to the cameras if he's even of value if he can't provide everything for her. Cody even questioned whether he was just a financial resource for his second wife. Excuse me. From there, Janelle acknowledged how much she missed her honey. "Oh, Cody," but she still recognized the pair's tendency to return to form without resolving their issues, suggesting she would need something different going forward. "Here's the thing. You and I can be simple. It's everything else that is complicated. Cody told Janelle after saying he missed her and wanted to kiss her. Yeah. The father initially believed they'd reconcile right here, but in the interim, he was deeply committed to never triggering again or becoming angry with Janelle as he had during their fight. However, Janelle was still left very uncertain about the couple's future. Here's the thing, if he wanted, I might, maybe I would try to work on it if he wanted it. She said of trying to fix their marriage through counseling, but if he doesn't want it, I'm not going to sit here and put all my effort into trying to create this because I think there's something better for me. I think there's something better for her, Cody. Okay? Janelle ended her longtime marriage to Cody last year, with his marriage to Mary crumbling shortly after. He is now only married to Robin. Well, he really was only legally married to Robin after Mary gave him that divorce to marry Robin because he had to get some kind of insurance for her kids. So stupid. Okay. The ongoing family fallout is a focal point of the current 18th season. I can't believe it's 18 seasons of Sister Wives. In a teaser for next week's episode, Janelle tells Christine that she thinks it's unrealistic that Cody will ever be able to change. Janelle then declared that because she's growing, she needs something different and doesn't want to be married to Cody anymore. Oh, why, Cody, you're being rejected. Rejected, Cody. Oh, no. What's that going to mean to you? Cody's being rejected. Oh, gosh. Cody's rejected. Sorry, I'm a little punchy. I'm sorry, I'm acting crazy. But Cody got rejected. Rejected with that hair. Okay, that hair is like ridiculous, Cody. Now you're getting it permed. So, oh boy. You're still your age, Cody. Sorry, that's my video playing the introduction. Okay, let's go on to Cody. Okay, let's see. All right, I think we're gonna go, let's see, one other thing. Okay, well, let's take a look at this, please. All right. This is a troubling thing. It's troubling in many ways, okay? And I'll explain why this is so troubling. Thought this was a child at first. Okay, let's talk about what we're seeing here. Let me make this a little smaller so you can get the whole picture of this. This here is not a child. Okay, this is a Pennsylvania police officer. And this is his ex-girlfriend. And he's facing false imprisonment charges after he allegedly violently detained her and committed her to a mental health treatment program under bogus claims. Ronald Davis, 37, was arrested Thursday on accusations he abused his authority to carry out the twisted takedown that left his former girlfriend improperly stuck in a mental facility for multiple days. He reportedly told her, "I know you're not crazy. I'll paint you as crazy," leading up to the forced medical treatment, according to court documents by the district attorney's office. Let's see here. 1 second, please. On advice from State Police Davis, the off-duty at the time, contacted county officials with his police email account and identified himself as a trooper to successfully obtain an order after he submitted purported texts from where she threatened suicide. His quest to have his ex committed began on August 21st when he sought help from fellow troopers because he said the victim, identified by the district attorney as MF, had mental health problems, according to the affidavit of probable cause. Once he got the order approved, the trooper went after the woman, who he had dated for about 4 months before uniformed troopers reached her. "I'll take care of it myself," he allegedly said. Davis and a civilian companion found the victim in a picnic area at a state forest, where he picked her up and carried her to his car before the two struggled on the ground. Davis is seen sitting on top of his ex as she claimed he tackled her to the ground, according to the footage captured by the man with Davis and released by the DA's office. She also said she didn't need help, but wanted to get away from the cop. "You're insane," she said. "You're absolutely insane. And then you paint me to look insane." As she made a move to get free, Davis manhandled her and kept her on the ground in a wrestling-style hold. The footage shows, according to authorities, she had more than once said, "I can't breathe," as he was on top of her. Let me see here. She looks emaciated. When the two got up, Davis restrained her as she said repeatedly how she didn't do anything wrong, according to the sickening footage. "Why are you treating me like a criminal?" she said, before the uniformed officers arrived and took her to Lehigh Valley Hospital. MF appeared to genuinely lack understanding on why she was being restrained, according to the affidavit. She suffered injuries to her forehead, her torso, her back, her buttocks, her forearms, her knees, lower body, all according to the document. The ex-girlfriend was involuntarily committed for 5 days and did not display any suicidal thoughts during that time, according to medical personnel. She was released on August 25th and was subsequently interviewed by the police. And once police saw an exchange of messages between the pair, they didn't think there was a cause to force her into treatment. Her purported suicidal messages that David used against her appeared to be hypothetical in nature and part of a larger argument over their deteriorating relationship, authorities say. While Trooper Davis provided texts from the victim and purported them to be suicidal, he failed to provide the full content of those messages, the affidavit alleged. In fact, the text messages were the culmination of a larger domestic dispute between he and the victim. Taken in context, the texts reveal her frustration with Trooper Davis and his controlling behavior, not a true desire to harm herself. Davis, who prosecutors say is married with a family, is facing charges of felony strangulation, unlawful restraint, false imprisonment, simple assault, recklessly endangering another person, and official oppression. He was remanded without bail following an arraignment Thursday. Okay, he is married with a family and has an ex-girlfriend. Oh boy, that sounds like a craziness. Okay, let me get to what a crazy weekend. Goodness, this is so crazy. All right, let's go on. Getting really hungry, so and it's getting late, so I might just had stuff I had to do, research and a bunch of stuff. Okay. Let's see. We're just going to talk about Natalie Holloway really fast because Jordan Vandersloot said that his father took care of things, so let's hear what's going on with that, okay? And then we'll go on. So I'm not going to keep my eyes open much longer. Alright, so Jordan Vandersloot, the main suspect in the unsolved 2005 disappearance of Natalie Holloway, and he said, and his father rented a boat and took care of things. And that's what he claimed in a newly obtained email that was sent 2 days after the teen vanished. Days after the Alabama teen disappeared during a class trip to Aruba, Vandersloot wrote to someone named David G., claiming, "My dad got a boat 2 days later. We went for a ride and took care of things. That's all I'm going to say," the email read. Vandersloot was extradited to the U.S. in June to face fraud and extortion charges tied to the disappearance of Natalie Holloway, who was 18. She was last seen leaving a bar with the then 17, who was identified as a suspect in her disappearance but never charged in connection with her death. Vandersloot is now 35. He has been in prison in Peru for over a decade after pleading guilty to the May 2010 murder of student Stephanie Flores, 21, whom he strangled at a casino in Lima exactly 5 years after Holloway disappeared. In the 18 years since Holloway's disappearance, officials in Aruba have dug into Vandersloot's claims that he dumped her body at sea on several occasions. It always seems most likely that she was taken out on a boat, an unidentified Aruba investigator said. But the key is figuring out who would have taken him out there to do it. He and his father didn't have a boat of their own. While officials have not been able to confirm the theory, Vandersloot himself has previously claimed to have dumped Holloway's body at sea. During a hidden camera interview with a Dutch journalist, Peter de Vries and Patrick Vanderem, in 2008, Vandersloot said that Holloway had a seizure while they were having sex on the beach and died. He then claimed to have a good friend named Dory who helped him load her onto a boat and dump her body overboard, though in the years since the interview, Vandersloot has claimed to have lied to journalists. Since her disappearance, Vandersloot has provided a wide and conflicting array of stories to explain what happened to the missing teen. In May of 2010, Vandersloot allegedly promised to reveal the location of Natalie Holloway's body in exchange for $250,000. He subsequently led Beth Holloway's lawyer to the site where he claimed her remains were hidden after receiving $25,000 upfront payment, but later backtracked on this bizarre tale. In an email sent from the same address, Vandersloot later admitted that he made up the entire story. He is now facing federal charges in the U.S. for allegedly lying about Holloway's whereabouts and extorting money from her parents. The time that Vandersloot ends up spending in the U.S. will be extended until the conclusion of the criminal proceedings, including the appeal process, should there be one, according to a resolution published in Peru's Federal Register. The resolution also states that U.S. authorities agree to return Vandersloot to the custody of Peru afterwards. Holloway, whose remains have never been found, was declared legally dead in January of 2012. All right. Okay, so next up, let's see what you guys say. You believe they left St. Frog's restaurant and went to the beach and tried to have sex with her, and she refused, and he killed her, and he panicked, and he called his two friends. Then he called his father for advice, and they took her body probably out to the waters of the ocean and dumped it where the sharks ate her. That's what White Angel said. Huh. Okay, hey Video Reel, how are you doing? Okay, yeah, there is a lot of cops that do that. White Angel, yes, firefighters and corrections officers as well. Okay, it's prime time for, wow, I don't know what I said. Okay, let's see what else is going on here. Uh-oh. You hear the life support of the computer here? Can we see a picture of who? Who we want to see a picture of? I see a white door with it painted black. I'm telling you, Carolyn, it's the lack. No, that the me not being live, the glitch. I know. Hey, White Angel, I'm the one that told you that I've got to get the memory. I told you that. But me not being live in the right live tonight had nothing to do with memory. It had to do with Streamlabs. But I 100% know, yeah, it's memory. I'm very good with computers. I just have to get the stuff. Okay. I just saw somebody I wanted to say hi to. Oh, hi Libra Moon, how are you? Hello, Sassy Darcy. Okay, so let's go on with this. I hope that you watched the video I made about the woman that shot her husband who wanted a divorce. I hope that you saw that. Okay, please tell me that you did. If you didn't, then you're not getting the notifications, and then we've got a problem. And YouTube apparently had problems today sending out notifications. Way worse. YouTube was really glitching today for everybody. It wasn't just me. Not at all. The lady that was, there was no picture of her. I'm sorry that you wanted, there was just a picture of the warehouse. You've seen it? Good. If you haven't seen it, please watch it. It's only 3 minutes and 23 seconds. But I did it in a different format. So check it out. And then there's some cute fishing videos. If you missed those, okay. Hi, Kato. Okay. Sorry. See what else I can do. That's what I want to do. Pick. What did it do? It always does something crazy. Okay. Goal. Okay. I took that pling I'll take these, Beth. I'll take these. I was falling asleep. Gulp. Okay, good, Beth. Good. Good, Beth. Okay, one more, Beth. One more. Plunge. No. Hi, Mike's girl. Oh my gosh, I'm so tired. I need help with this one, Beth. No, yeah, I need help. I know. Okay. I can't even think anymore. Oh my goodness. I have murder crow. Anybody? Where'd you go? Where'd you all go? Where'd you guys go? Oh my goodness. My chat's not. Oh, my chat's on top chat. That's why. How annoying. How rude. Chat's not on. I've got to go to sleep. Please, please, please. You're thinking, Beth, please. Murder of crows. How about lip? Uni. I don't know. Upping. Oh, please be it. Yeah, I think you're right. No. No. Oh no. I'm so tired. I have to go to sleep. Plug, Marianne? You really think so, Marianne? I'm so tired. You don't know how tired I am. No, it's not. It's not, Marianne. Don't be. I'm not scared. I'm just so tired, Kato. I'm exhausted. I'm so tired. It's plum. It's not. I'm not. It's not. Oh, you're real, come on. Somebody get this, please. Get this, please. Oh, I think no, I can't be. Oh, heart me wise. No, I tried pling, I've tried plung, I've tried plinging everything. See, it doesn't work. Pling and plums and plums and oranges and bananas don't work either, please. Unpill, unpig, Gill, guilty. No, we'd have no ty. Guy. Pugil? No. No. Unplugged, that has to be it. Hey, Senrisa, long time no see. Thanks for coming with the answer. No, it can't be. We don't have two yellows. Oh, no. Oh, no. It can't be that. Oh, no. I tried Pugil. P-U-G-I-L. Pugil. No, it's not there. Lingu. Try L-I-N-G-U. No. It's not there. Oh gosh. Oh my gosh. Lupin? Let me try. Yes, oh thank you, our heartmate wise, you saved the day again. For the second time. Okay, thank you. Oh my gosh. Oh, I have to go to bed, you guys. I can't anymore. I love you guys. God bless. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye. Love you guys. Prayers for all. See you tomorrow. Thank you for watching so much. Please watch that other video. Please, please, please watch that other video and share it out. It didn't get a fair shake because there was a glitch on YouTube. Please help me. Thank you. Love you guys. Bye.